You are watching the USL One on ESPN+. A live look at Sarasota, Florida, as AV Alta make the long journey from Lancaster, California, after getting their first win of the season last weekend versus Madison, while the Paradise try and break out of a 4-game skid in all competitions. Sarasota left the state of Florida for only the second time all year last weekend, and they failed to pick up their first road win of the campaign. They were able to equalize here, 1-1. Sander Rhodes sends us in. Matthew Sensi gets his first professional goal, but then it was Matthew Bentley making this great pass. Oh, and he also scored 3 goals, only the 4th player in USL One history to score a hat-trick and also have an assist. The player to watch brought to you by Guerrasine's immigration attorney is Sander Rhodes, who has a goal contribution in 4 consecutive games in League One play. He's been one of the bright spots of the Sarasota attack, which is yet to find their stride yet so far. But head coach Mikael Lavar of the Paradise believes that Sander Rhodes is a guy that can get things going again. AV Alta was able to pick up their first win of the year. Game on Saturday against forward Madison. It started with this penalty. Godwin Antwi drew it. Des Dunes smashes it home, gives them the 1-0 lead, and look at this. That is a beauty. Godwin Antwi hits the gritty, deservingly so after a strike like that. 1 goal of the week. And AV Alta with a 2-0 win. Player to watch, also brought to you by Guerrasine's immigration attorney, is Jerry Desdune, who leads the team with 3 goals on the season. He's a player. Head coach of the Paradise, Mikael Lavar, said his team must key in on defensively due to the amount of chances he's able to create. It was a slow start to the season for AV Alta, but they grabbed their first win last weekend, and they'll look to stay on track as they make the trip from the Antelope Valley to Paradise. It's Sarasota versus AV Alta, next on ESPN+.
Eclipsing the sparkle of jewels and beyond collecting art. True luxury is not a thing acquired or a status to declare. Real, meaningful luxury is a feeling discovered. The opulence of spirit. The relaxed, resplendent luxury of the Sarasota area. Feel the difference.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Look at pods.com today.
Here at ABC7, we help businesses on the Suncoast
connect with potential clients. We use cutting-edge broadcasts and digital tools
to help get your brand in front of the right customers.
We'll help you expand your share of the market by precisely targeting your audience.
We craft proven marketing strategies to separate you from competitors,
so that you can accurately predict your growth by consistently generating revenue.
Let us help you grow your business. Scan the QR code to schedule a time for more information today.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, things are really heating up. Celebrations are taking shape. Memories are sinking in. At the ranch, we're taking swings and making strides, letting loose and living well. Now it's your turn. Plant those roots. Rekindle. Rejoice. Shine bright. This is where bold days begin.
Tonight's game is presented by Toast and Sip, crafted cocktails, unforgettable moments. And by Pods Moving and Storage. Trust Pods with your next move. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the hosts of Sarasota Paradise. Couple of changes for Sarasota. Jordan Bender enters the lineup. His first start with Sarasota. Henderson Rosa now back in the starting lineup. AV Alta also with a few changes, but making his second start, it is Renan Tomas. This is a guy who is only 16 years old, but Brian Claben really trusts this 16-year-old once again in the starting 11. What impact will he have on this match? And there you see the new supporter section of the Sarasota Paradise. Call themselves the Helm. And during our conversation this week with head coach Mika Elavara, he said he truly feels the support not only during game days, but beyond game days as well. Dave Sterling and Nick Myers, who started that supporters group, and head coach Mika Elavara says it's really a true supporters club and really appreciates the passion they bring on game days, as you saw there, as we are moments away from getting things underway in Paradise. AV Alta was able to get the first win of their season against Forward Madison. This is a side that had drawn a couple games. They were so close, but they hadn't gotten the results that they were looking for. But a strong start got them up 2-0, but then a red card from their captain, Miguel Pajaro. They had to play the entire second half a man down, but if you watch that second half, you wouldn't have thought they were a man down. They really held their own against Forward Madison in that second half. It's an unusual style that Brian Claben had to implement in half number 2. This is a team that's very vulnerable in the back, but they really had to sit back due to Pajaro not playing. They were able to hang on to the 2-0 win, the first clean sheet for Denzel Smith. And there is Sonderone, a player that Sarasota will have to count on tonight to produce results for the Sarasota side. They're coming off a Brinks Tires USL Cup defeat, 2-0 to Jacksonville. But this season has been a struggle for Sarasota. This inaugural club has not found their footing, but a long way away. You see Chandler O'Dwyer giving the pep talk in the Paradise Huddle as they look to win their third game of the season. 2 wins at home. They have yet to find a win on the road. Paradise in the black and pink primetime streak jerseys. They'll be going left to right. And AV Alta in their white uniforms going right to left. Underway in Paradise. It is AV Alta versus Sarasota. Addison Rusko with you here for the full 90 and whatever may come. Again, we just mentioned it. This is a Sarasota side that has struggled. There's no way past it. Their most recent league game, they went on the road to Chattanooga. It was a 4-1 defeat. They played a lot of home games, and they haven't been able to get the results at home, which is super important in this league, given the fact that mathematically it is the hardest league to win on the road in. Sarasota has a daunting road schedule ahead this next week. Spokane on the 24th, and then Boise on the 27th. Omesh trying to get that to Godwin Antwi. Goes out for a goal kick. This will bring up our keys to the game, brought to you by Claricene's Immigration Attorney. For Sarasota, it is stay compact. This is a defense that has been vulnerable in the final third. And when they get this compact, you notice it, and teams capitalize on it. For AV Alta, trust your identity. They had to kind of go away from their identity in that second half, but it's back to 11 on 11 now. It's taken some time, but this identity that Brian Claben has built at AV Alta, it works. Especially against a team like Sarasota, who has been vulnerable in defense. This attacking side in AV Alta can really hurt them. There is Alex Sutton back in goal after getting his first rest of the season. Played in the opening 9 matches for Sarasota before Roxanne Amadeka got the start on the USL Cup game. There's Matthew Sensi. Gets dispossessed and then commits a foul. The young product from UMass University. Scored his first professional goal in the 4-1 league loss against Chattanooga. A guy that Mika Lavara really praises, and this is a Sarasota side that knows they haven't gotten the results, but a large part of that is due to the young players that they have. 7 professional debuts that this side has made this season. Matthew Sensi, one of them, but probably not a young guy that head coach Mika Lavara doubts. In fact, he's probably his most confident young guy. Pedersen sending it through to Sensi. And it will go out for the first Saramana corner kick of the game. Saramana, let us manage your technology. Anderson Rosa stands at the corner. Sandres Rodriguez comes in. Within swing. Another corner kick. Something that is praised about this Sarasota team is their ability to create these Saramana corner kicks. Even in games that they lose, and even in a 2-0 loss against Sporting Jacksonville. 8 corners in that game. A lot more than Sporting Jacksonville created, but they still have not scored on one of these corners. Andres Rodriguez will try and change that here. Punched away nicely by Denzel Smith. Alex Sutton well out of the crease and sends that into play. Alason. Omesh. Alassane, 6 minutes of action. If you're just joining us, welcome into paradise. These two teams who have started their campaign slow, trying and pick up necessary points here in Sarasota. Alex Sutton sends this up. Here's Jordan Bender. Closed by Ortiz. Jordan Bender, another one of those young guys that head coach Mika Elevara really likes. Had some positive minutes in that loss against Sporting Jacksonville. And when we talked about Jordan Bender earlier this week, head coach Mika Elevara said that he's someone that he wants to see his productivity on this team grow. And he makes his first start tonight. Ortiz. Almesh. Pedersen deflects this back to Ortiz. Alassane chips this one. Ortiz is there. Settles it with Desdoon. Always a threat. Desdoon curls this in. Henderson Rosa waiting. Kept it in, but maybe not the idea he wanted. Maybe Alta retains possession. Saya. Pressure from Rode. Maybe Alta bursts through the middle. If this one is onside, it's a dangerous opportunity, but Desdoon is a hair off. Desdoon, the leading goal scorer on this AV Alta side. 3 goals on this campaign. And there is Mika Elevara, whose quarterly review is complete, and he knows exactly where they stand and why. He said there's no surprises, but he does say that the data would not add up. The expected points that Sarasota has is much higher than where they are in the league standings right now, and he fully expects things to change. Here's Bolaños trying to implement that change. Sent in, but dealt with nicely by the defenders of AV Alta. Paradise pressure, but it is too much. When Brian Claben and I talked this week, it was the same thing. He said that the data that they were receiving when they were going back and watching their games, that they deserved more points than they had. He said really the only time that they didn't like what they saw with the data was that first half against Union Omaha, which he said was completely unacceptable. But outside of that, he's really liked where this team is at. These are two really young sides who believe that they are better than the standings would indicate. It's a matchup between two teams currently sitting at the bottom of the table, but two teams you might not see there for much longer. If the data proves to be right for the coaches, Desdoon. Saya. Lay. Kalivanov. To Almesh. Kalivanov to Antwi. Antwi tries to get around, unable to do so. But it is kept in. And then Sarasota carelessly gives it away. Oh, give it away again. Crossed in. Amadeus Shogard able to be there and send that back forward to be cleared. Ivanov, that was a nice move. Flip sides, looks for Almesh. One-on-one with Pedersen, who'll go for goal. Cleared away from the line. An early dangerous opportunity for AV Alta. This is back-to-back games now where AV Alta has really created an abundance of opportunities throughout the first couple minutes of the game. Obviously scored 2 goals within 21 minutes against forward Madison. Poor pass from Almesh, who is yelling at Des Dune. Those two not on the same page, but kept alive by. And this one will come back. Nice job by Ellison to jump high in the air to keep possession, and now it's a free kick for AV Alta. Des Dune stands over it. Dune plays it back. Antwi sends it in. Sent back, but Antwi's got it again. Antwi darts in. And Alex Sutton, no problem. Again, back in the lineup after getting the game versus Sporting Jacksonville off. Head coach Miguel Ibarra mentioned that it was needed for him to get a rest, and it was the perfect time to give a young 18-year-old keeper like Roxanne Amadeka a chance against Sporting Jacksonville in the USL Cup. 3 goals allowed against forward Madison, and then 4 against Chattanooga. Back in his regular spot, though. Bolaños is dispossessed. Tomas falls to Roan. Sensi, back to Bolaños. Sends this one towards the back post, but nobody home. This will trickle the line and stay in. Nice play by Jordan Bender. Taps it off of Ortiz. Jordan Bender came on in the second half for Sporting Jacksonville, as we mentioned. 2 shots on goal. Nearly tied it in the 81st minute before Sporting Jacksonville found the finisher. Patterson thought about going short to Rodriguez. Instead, looks to wind up. Des Dune was able to win that duel. Blair Scenes are industry leaders in visa processing for professional athletes. They work hard off the field for the players to succeed on it. Reach out today for your organization's consultation. Des Dune, who is wearing the captain's band. Again, as we mentioned, Miguel Bahara out due to a red card against forward Madison. And Viva Lobos not in the 18 today, so an unusual captain. Ivanov. Almesh. Alisson. Ivanov, poor pass. But the touch pass from Rodriguez just a bit too strong. And you saw the Paradise just eyes forward, looking to break on that left side. That's something that Brian Clavin mentioned, that left side of the attack is super dangerous. Talked about how he will have to rely on Nick Rellerford. Oh, Alex Sutton carelessly gets it away. A massive chance for AV Alta goes for naught. Oh boy, that would have been disastrous. Godwin Antwi will want that chance back. Look at the pressure. Des Doon, he's a player that just flies around the pitch, sets up Antwi. It's a tough shot nonetheless, but boy, Alex Sutton catches a break there. One other time this season against Fort Wayne, Alex Sutton just completely slipped, and it led to a Lillian recoil. Wide open goal to start that game. That would have been just about as bad of a mistake. Sonderone. Now it's Sensi. Chipped it into Bolaños. Makes a fancy touch. Maybe Alta able to clear it away. Rodriguez. Now Rode. Ahead to Sensi. And out for another corner. Delivanov was there. Third corner kick of the game. All Paradise corner kicks are brought to you by Saramana. Let us manage your technology. And it's near impossible to not talk about the storyline, which is the Paradise corner kick. We mentioned it earlier, and again, you're seeing it come into fruition. 3 corner kicks already. We're only in the 18th minute. Towards the back post, looking for Valentine. No problem for Denzel Smith. 24-year-old keeper from Trinidad and Tobago. If you're just joining us, welcome into Paradise. 19th minute. Paradise and AV Alta, 2 teams that really want to come away with 3 points here. Especially Sarasota, who has already played 9 games. That is second most in the league. Only FC Naples with more at 10. But Sarasota matches that here tonight. But Sarasota only 7 points on the season. I asked Mikel Lavar if there was any sense of urgency, just knowing the fact that you're behind in the standings right now with other teams having games in hand, as well as the tough schedule. The Paradise in the month of June and July only have 1 league home game. That's a tough schedule. And he said it's the same sense of urgency as there always is. Almesh flips sides. Here's Antwi. Cleared away. Go out for an AV Alta throw. Who's playing in only their 2nd road game of the season. Again, these are 2 sides that have started the year so heavily at home. And the teams that play in warmer climates, that tends to be the case in USL 1. Forward Madison making their home debut tonight. And this is the Paradise 7th home game of the year. AV Alta's had many as well. Christian Ortiz. This one gets through. And Alex Sutton there with no problem. Turn to the CBS Sports Network on May 23rd for USL Championship Northeastern Showdown. Rhode Island FC hosts newcomer Brooklyn FC at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network Saturday, May 23rd. The USL 1 side Portland Hearts of Pine, a side that Sarasota has one of their 2 wins over, just was able to pick up a win against Rhode Island FC, 2-1. Ollie Wright, big factor in that win for Portland. Another great crowd. Portland Hearts of Pine fans always bring it. Andres Rodriguez. Pedersen sends this one down. Matthew Sensi gives chase. Seha able to send it out for a paradise throw. They go quickly. It's on the road. Looking for Bolaños. Twisting and turning, trying to find a way around this AV Alta defense. Crossed in, nobody there at the back post. Falls to the foot of Pedersen. And out for a goal kick. Chandler O'Dwyer. Been in and out of the starting lineup. The guy that Mikael Lavara knows extensively well from his time with the Richmond Kickers. Scored 15 goals for Richmond in his 4 seasons there. And he led the team in scoring back in 2024. He had 7 goals in that campaign. Ivanov. Relaford. But it's out for a throw. This one sent back to Denzel Smith. Again, got his first clean sheet of the year versus forward Madison. This is a game that Mika Alvaro really thought would be exciting. Still waiting for the deadlock to be broken. Says if he was a neutral fans, just given the way that these 2 teams play, and it should be a high case showdown. Still waiting for the first fireworks. Nearly had them. They're just joining us. Godwin Antwi off of a poor play from Alex Sutton. Nearly put AV Alta ahead 1-0. Here's Almesh. Just give and go. Nearly fell to Desdoon, but rolls back to Alex Sutton. And Paradise going to try and do what their identity is, building from the back, creating goals in transition. Something that Brian Klabish, through watching Sarasota, thinks that they've actually gotten away from that a little bit. Every great play starts with the right intelligence. Playmaker AI, the future of soccer in your hands. Klabish thinks it's a team that's trying to find their identity, very similar to what they experienced a year ago in their inaugural season. And these 2 teams, the youngest teams in USL 1. Maybe Alta was the youngest team as well last year. The Sarasota side was younger than they were last year. Not all that surprising to see these two teams at about the same spot in the standings. Here's Saunders Road. He'll tee this up. Sends it high into the palm trees. We know Saunders Road has the ability to strike from that distance, but wasn't able to challenge Denzel Smith, who, even though maybe Alta is playing man down, didn't face that many chances. Hardly any in half number one, a couple in half number two. And so far, he has not had much to deal with. Seha. It's a good run. Desdoon comes back for it. Tried to leave it off for Tomas. Ortiz. Almesh. One-on-one with Pedersen. Bender there to help. Maybe Alta forced to retreat back. Lay. Talivanov. Maybe Alta flip sides here. Christian Ortiz. Almesh. Lay. Right at the center circle. Chipped into Ortiz. Trying to get around Valentine. Ortiz retreats. Tries to make a move. Showing around between defenders. And it will go out for an Alta throw. Seha. Maybe Alta trying to pick apart this Paradise defense. And that's what we mentioned in our keys to the game for Sarasota. Stay compact. In a couple of cases so far where they have been close to breaking, but maybe Alta hasn't found their way through yet. Oh, poor pass from Sutton. Ortiz can't corral it cleanly. Alassane. Sloppy play all around. And Twee not able to get there in time. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Half hour through. Navy Alta and Sarasota knotted at 0. Pedersen. O'Dwyer. All the way down to Bolaños. Rutherford is there. Bolaños tries to squeeze it to Sensi. Able to. Sensi twirling around. O'Dwyer. It's a good opportunity for Sarasota. Sticking to their identity of building through the back, but specifically through that left side with Bolaños. Takes a bad bounce for AV Alta. And O'Dwyer trying to pull that one up to the top left. Not able to get a strong hit on it. Still waiting for his first goal with Sarasota. Couple of water bottles being thrown to Desdoon and company for a slight stoppage of play. Back to action. Stencil Smith will get set to send this down. Amadeus Shogard wins that duel and sends it down. A dangerous pass. The ice lit up a bender. But now here comes AV Alta. Halmesh able to get around O'Dwyer. Setting up. Taken away by Andres Rodriguez. Was looking for Bolaños on the break. Lay was able to shut that down. Now Antwi. All the speed in the world, but can't get around. Oh, a poor pass. It falls right to Desdoon. Sets his feet. Gets around Shogard. Desdoon! He is everywhere, and AV Alta has the opener. That falls all on the Sarasota defense. Amadeus Shogard gives it away. Desdoon, he's not going to make mistakes from that range. Back-to-back games with goals for AV Alta's leading goal scorer. Make it the 4th on his campaign. And that already matches last year's total for Desdoon. He had 4. He's having quite the start to this 2026 campaign, and Sarasota again just breaking apart defensively. That's what's been the issue so far this season. And they are now down 1-0, 35th minute. Bender. Back to Valentine. Bolaños. Rutherford right with him. Two still battling near the corner. Sensi taken away and sent away, but goes out for a paradise throw. There's Shogard. Rodriguez able to keep that in. Chipped into Sensi. Sets his feet. Low pass in. Cleared away nicely. Rudin to Moss. And just too much. Maybe Alta survives the pressure. Turning 65 or reviewing your Medicare coverage? Signature Medicare Solutions is here to help. Scan the QR code now to connect with the licensed expert and make sure you're getting the benefits you deserve. .37th minute if you are just joining us. Des Doon opened the scoring in the 33rd minute. Amadeus Shogard gave it away. It fell right to Des Doon. Took his time. Fired it home past Alex Sutton. Back-to-back games with goals for Des Doon. AV Alta trying to get their second win of the year, second win in a row. This is an AV Alta side that started last season second in the league all the way up until July. It seemed like they were surely on their way to the playoffs. And then it just all fell apart. Finished just outside of the playoff picture. Only 1 point off. It was in a tight battle. Forward Madison was also right there. And this season it's kind of been the opposite. The slow start. But a true belief that they can turn it around. If you hear the way that Brian Clavin talks about his team, you would think that he truly believes this is a playoff side. And after some poor results earlier in the year, he went over to the supporter section group of AV Alta and relayed a message to them to keep believing, and specifically to keep believing in the players. Took all accountability for the team's slow start. Again, we mentioned it. They've had a lot of home games, and they just now picked up that first home win. Before it was a lot of draws. They lost in the first round of the US Open Cup. And it looks like that his belief in his team and the reassurances that he gave to his fan base. A supporter section that he calls so critical to this team and so important. Seems like that's coming to fruition here. Still a long way to go. But between forward Madison and this start here on the road at Sarasota, things seem to be on the upswing. Long throw in. And here's another opportunity for AV Alta. Amadeus Shogard does a good job closing down Antwi. Ivanov. Seha. Maybe Alta taking their time. Trying to find the gaps of the Sarasota defense. This is the classic Brian Clavin, only 3 in the back right now. This is a team that puts their defenders in tough positions. When you come to AV Alta, if you haven't played in a system that Brian Clavin teaches, then it's an adjustment. There is an adjustment process to it. They ask a lot out of their defenders. But so far, the press today has been immaculate. Here is Shogard. O'Dwyer. Valentine sends this down, looking for Bender. Ortiz able to get a touch, and he'll just drop this back off to Smith. Alisson. Trying to find Lay. Instead, Sarasota takes over. Sunder Road, twisting and turning his way through the defense. It falls to Pedersen, sidesteps, rips it, it's deflected, sends it back in, and headed just wide. What a chance that was for Matthew Sensi. Boy, Pedersen was able to stick with it. And you can read the lips of Matthew Sensi. He knows that that was an opportunity he probably should have had. Want more Paradise Soccer? Scan the QR code on screen now or visit SarasotaParadise.us and grab your tickets before they're gone. Paradise are back in action at home May 30th against the New York Cosmos for those two inaugural sides' first ever meeting. Desdoon chips this in. Alex Sutton able to slide down and make the save. AV Alta has just been finding the gaps and creating a lot of opportunities. They've really won the possession battle, and that's something that head coach Mikel Lavar of the Paradise said that this game would come down to. These are two teams that love to have possession, and that having the majority of it is a huge part. Right now, it's all AV Alta. Two minutes away, plus a little bit of stoppage time before we head to halftime, and we'll see what adjustments Sarasota makes to try and get more possession. Smith able to pick that one up cleanly. Alisson. Almesh. Livanov. Maybe Alta taking what comes. A little bit of a force there. Almesh tries to control, not able to. Tomas wins the throw. The young 16-year-old made his first start versus forward Madison. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-support.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Clear foul and a free kick as we hit 2 minutes of Shoemakers Attorneys and Advisors stoppage time. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. And boy, are AV Alta moving with confidence right now. Sonder Road and Bender set up the wall. Does Desdoon have more magic? Just out of the reach of Ivanov. Alex Sutton going quickly here, looking for Bolaños. He's always a threat, always lurking. Trying to weave around the defense, but unable to do so. Paradise able to stick with it. O'Dwyer. Flip sides to Bender. Jordan Bender rips it. Smooth save from Denzel Smith. Paradise have created a few more chances here in the final minutes of the first half. That was a good one from Jordan Bender, who continues to impress. Couple shots on goal against Sporting Jacksonville that we mentioned. Wasn't able to find the back of the net. Puts another one on there. Keeps Denzel Smith true. Maybe Alta going into the breakup 1-0, trying to get their second win in a row. It's a 33rd minute goal by Desdoon that has AV Alta in front of Sarasota 1-0. We will head to halftime. AV Alta 1, Sarasota 0. Second half action coming up. Don't go anywhere. We've got a fun one on our hands.
For nearly 5 decades, the Nicholas family of companies has shaped the communities where we live, work, and gather. We build what communities depend on. We drive automotive spaces forward. We generate opportunities through development. We power sports and recreation venues. And we create unforgettable memories. This is more than business. It's family.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
The past 50 years have been fantastic for Saramana. What have we been doing? Well, we specialize in Ricoh printer copier scanners, managed IT services, software for cost recovery, fleet management, and hydration solutions. Saramana, let our family work hard for your business.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Well, they don't call it paradise for no reason. Take a look at that live sunset on your screen. Beautiful! Maybe also with the 1-0 lead. You know what else is beautiful? Looking at the team of the week. Let's take a look at it. Head coach of Fort Wayne, Mike Avery, wins coach of the week. And is there any surprise that Godwin Antwi, after that goal he scored against Forward Madison, is on there? There shouldn't be. I mean, look at the Fort Wayne players on here, though. This is a side that kind of struggled to start, but ever since they've moved into that gorgeous new stadium, they've been taking off. Take Healy, Burn Shipman. It's a good team of the week right here. We'll pass it on to Goal of the Week, Save of the Week, and All Access.
End to end, Antwi curls it goalward. Oh, it's sensational.
Godwin Antwi doubles AV Alta's lead over Forward Madison with a laser beneath the crossbar. And it comes on a play that is pretty well defended. Antwi comes from the right side and is immediately picked up by Madison's Ben Kenyane. But Antwi's teammate, Christian Ortiz, continues his run towards the corner that sends Madison defenders his way and leaves just enough space for Antwi to cut towards the middle. And look at where this shot enters the goal. It was nearly a miracle save by the keeper, but instead, it's our select League One goal of the week.
In-swinger, headed out, stopped by Levy! Second chance, no good! Matt Levy, are you kidding me?
USL All Access on SiriusXM FC every Tuesday night. Devin Kerr, Mike Watts, we've got all the news around the championship.
This series is a dead heat. This is the one we've talked about since the end of May.
We'll recap weekly results, talk about player transactions, coaching tactics, and hey, maybe even a guest appearance by some interviews.
Who knows? SiriusXM FC every Tuesday night and the following day on the USL YouTube page and the SiriusXM app.
Doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
Stay 3 nights this summer at Best Western and get $50 off a future stay.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Welcome back into paradise. AV Alta with a 1-0 lead on the road over Sarasota. And Sarasota They're desperate for a win, and we'll take a look at their schedule. Here's why they're desperate: because of the schedule that is coming up. They're confident they can go on the West Coast and win, but winning on the road we know is not easy in this league, and especially against two teams in elegant form in Spokane Velocity and Athletic Club Boise, who Sarasota has already fallen to this season. But then they're back at home 2 weeks from today against the New York Cosmos for those two teams' first ever meeting. And I will take a look at AV Alta's upcoming schedule. They will play the New York Cosmos back at home 1 week from today. A late kickoff, as always, in Lancaster, California at 10:30. Then they will play Locomotive in the Brinks Tires USL Cup match. And then they are on the road at Fort Wayne. That is a tough place to play. Fort Wayne at home this season. 1 draw, 2 wins in that beautiful arena. We'll hear a word from Dan Lucas for the halftime update.
It is halftime in League One. We hope you enjoyed the first half. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines from League One this week. Chattanooga Red Wolves got back into the win column last weekend and added some history in the process. Matt Bentley scored 3 goals and assisted on another goal in a 4-1 win over Sarasota Paradise. Bentley is the 4th player in League One history to record a hat trick and an assist in a single match. Spokane Velocity defeated FC Naples 2-1 in Week 10, joining 1 Knoxville atop the League One standings. Spokane is a perfect 5-0 at home to start the season and just 1 loss in 8 matches played. In a span of 1 week since the opening of Roth Mortgage Stadium, Fort Wayne FC has won 2 matches and drawn another. And the play of Tague Healy has led the way. Healy has scored in all 3 of Fort Wayne's home matches and enters this week on a 4-game goal-scoring streak. He's already accomplished a lot at 22 years old, leading NC State to the NCAA College Cup final last year. In 2024, Healy was the MVP in the USL League Two final. Upcoming national TV broadcasts all in the championship. Rhode Island and Brooklyn next Saturday. Sporting Jackson San Antonio on the 27th. Then it's Louisville City and Tampa Bay Rowdies on the 30th. All 3 matches are on CBS Sports Network. The second half is getting closer. Let's get you back out to your match.
For nearly 5 decades, the Nicholas family of companies has shaped the communities where we live, work, and gather. We build what communities depend on. We drive automotive spaces forward. We generate opportunities through development. We power sports and recreation venues. And we create unforgettable memories. This is more than business. It's family.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, things are really heating up. Celebrations are taking shape. Memories are sinking in. At the ranch, we're taking swings and making strides, letting loose and living well. Now it's your turn. Plant those roots. Rekindle. Rejoice. Shine bright. This is where bold days begin.
Eclipsing the sparkle of jewels and beyond collecting art. True luxury is not a thing acquired or a status to declare. Real, meaningful luxury is a feeling discovered. The opulence of spirit. The relaxed, resplendent luxury of the Sarasota area. Feel the difference.
First half highlights between the Paradise and AV Alta. 12th minute. AV Alta, they've been on the front foot all game. Almesh crossed it in. Reed Valentine was there to steer it clear just a minute later. There's Ansui. Giving Alex Sutton his first real test of the game. No problem. Alex Sutton goes to the ground and makes the save. 16th minute. Reed Valentine sends us back. There's Desdoon just gonna bring a little press towards Alex Sutton. No! Gave it away! Sends up Antwi, but he sends it high. Nearly a disaster, but guess what? Desdoon said, I'm not done stealing it. Desdoon, weaving in, ground, and then puts it home. Look at this. O'Dwyer goes to the ground, gets around Shogard. Desdoon, he's in form. Maybe Alta opens the scoring, 1-0. 42nd minute. Paradise, they're trying to equalize. Pedersen, dancing, sticks with it, sends it in. Sensei, oh, it's just wide. That is the halftime stats. 6 shots for the Paradise, only 4 for AV Alta, but AV Alta's got them on target. 3 of their 4 shots on target. The possession. If you watch this game, you probably think it's more of possession for AV Alta. Only 63%. They have been dominating the game in the back half. Paradise, though, have been creating chances. 3 corners. They're still yet to find that corner goal. And you see on the screen, Declan Waters. He's the guy that started every game for Sarasota, but he was not in the starting lineup tonight. 1-0. The defense has kind of been shaky. You put the captain back in. And there is Jerry Desdoon. What a talent. Does he have anything else for us in half number 2? And standing right by him is Brendan Tomas. Again, like we mentioned earlier, Brendan Tomas, a 16-year-old kid. He was coached by Brian Claben when he was 13 years old. So he's always been in the back of the mind of Claben, brought him into this system after sending him to the LAFC Academy. Made his first start versus forward Madison. And now makes his second start. Was a very positive player in that 2-0 win over forward Madison. Coach Cleveland said he didn't show any age at all starting a game with our backs against the wall. Said the pressure didn't get to him. He was spectacular. If you're just joining us, as you just saw on the top left of your screen, it was Desdoon in the 33rd. Maybe Alta 1-0, trying to get their first road win of the year. Seha. Alassane. Lay. Good pressure from Sarasota, but AV Alta able to keep it. Antwi. Pelivanos sends this down, and Valentine just heads this one back to Alex Sutton. Alex Sutton, a guy that the Paradise really believe in. He had an amazing game in the Prince Towers USL Cup against the Tampa Bay Rowdies, in which he had 11 saves, a couple of just jaw-dropping ones. And that's kind of the story for Sarasota. Like we talked about with the data aspect of the game, and head coach Mika Elvara just believing that his team is about to break through, and that the data suggests that they have been much better than the rankings show. They've got a lot of great individual performances. You talk about saves and performances like that from Alex Sutton, Jonathan Bolaños, spectacular goals and assists from Sander Ruud, but it just hasn't translated yet for Sarasota. And at some point, it has to turn to results. There's a good opportunity to start. Pedersen. Bender. Able to stick with it. Good pressure right there from Alisson. Bender chips this in. It falls to Anderson Rosa. He'll tee it up. Rosa! That is remarkable! He says to stay calm, but how can you after a strike like that? He is all smiles. We are level at 1. Are you kidding me? Anderson Rosa. Well, data doesn't matter when you can strike it like that. The Helm supporter group is alive again. And maybe some momentum for the Sarasota side, who so desperately needed it. What a way to come out of the break. Back to action. Just got the goal. And now creating more opportunities. Sander Road chips this in. Denzel Smith able to corral that. Paradise with all the momentum now. Here's Pedersen. Running into a sea of smoke. Tries to chip this into Bolaños. Cleared away by AV Alta. Antwi was giving chase, but that's a wonderful play by Anderson Rosa. And now O'Dwyer weaves through. O'Dwyer trying to replicate what Anderson Rosa just did. You can hear this crowd. It is alive. What an opening 5 minutes. A member of AV Alta down on the ground in some pain. You see O'Dwyer just rip this, and a full-out dive right there from Mabumu Alassane. Talk about laying your life on the line for your team. It's full-on dive. Possibly saving another remarkable goal for Sarasota. Foul on Sarasota. Now, how does AV Alta respond to this pressure? First half was easy sailing. Antwi, oh, poor touch. It'll end up going out for a goal kick as well. Rosa rattles it off of him. Create something special with the Nicholas family of companies. From multifamily to multi-use fields, Nicholas builds communities across Florida, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Bolaños with Rutherford right there. Found a cutting O'Dwyer. Didn't like where that pass was. Bolaños down on the ground. Taken away by Rosa. Road. Now back to Bolaños. Trying to trickle through. It falls right to Sensi. Sensi stays with it, sets up Pedersen, he goes for goal. Falls back to Road, who plays it back to Shogard. Now O'Dwyer. Successfully gets it to Bender. Bender! Bolaños! Still alive for Rosa. O'Dwyer curls this in. Sent away. Dastoon. A good job there. Fiddling around, and a yellow card will come out. Yellow card will go against Amadeus Shogard. can see just the tugging of the back of Devstone. He's hard to stay in front of. Amadeus Shogard has been on the wrong end of that matchup 2 times tonight. Here's the leg. Seha sends it down. We talked about it right before. We said, what is Sarasota going to do to take back possession of this game? Because not even take back, but to take it for the first time. They have come out of the gates flying. Tomas trying to wiggle through, unable to do so. And now here's Bolaños. Always on the run. Sensi in support. He'll go for Sensi, but it is too strong. And Smith will dive down to the ground and stop any breakaway. And that is an area of the game that Sarasota has against AV Alta. AV Alta, he put a lot of pressure on the defenders, as we mentioned earlier, but this is a side, especially like Jonathan Bolaños, who just loves to run. And Coach Brian Clavin acknowledged that matchup, and we touched on it earlier. Nick Rutherford is going to be relied upon heavily, especially here in the second half, to stop Jonathan Bolaños and traffic on that left side. Austin was looking for Desdoon, and Waters to send this away. '55th minute. Addison Resco with you here in paradise for what has been a thrilling game so far. If you missed the first bit of the second half, you missed an absolute banger of a goal from Anderson Rosa. His second goal of the season. Was able to get on the board versus Corpus Christi in one of the 2 Paradise wins this season. The Henna will make his way onto the pitch. A dangerous attacking threat for this AV Alta side. He will replace Godwin Antwi. Couple chances for Antwi. Was not able to find the goal that he wanted to. Had a really good chance in the 16th minute. Set up by none other than Desdoon. Paradise on the run again. Here's on the road. Guess who? Jonathan Bolaños. Tripped on his own 2 feet. Lost momentum of that run. Now here comes AV Alta. Rosa able to get a foot in there. Dwyer will now play this back. Oh boy, offensively and defensively, Anderson Rosa's really shined here in half number 2. Here's Jordan Bender. Dwyer. Bender. Nice little chip to Sander Road. Back heel to keep it in, but comes right to Seha. Sensi got a toe on it. Miscommunication. Now for a goal kick. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. Well, that kid's having a good time, making some noise. And the noise has picked up in this stadium since that Anderson Rosa goal. It was awfully quiet in half number 1. This is a passionate fan base in Sarasota. On the road, the Bolaños. A little too much there. The header. Oh, he missed the header. Rosa spins around. That just trickles out. Defender trying to get around Behena. There is head coach Miguel Lavara. 32 minutes and change for his side to find the third win of the season. He's so confident in this group, and we talked about some of his favorite moments of the season so far, and just talked about how much he enjoys getting to spend time with his team and building paradise. Outside of being the head coach, he is a lot more than that. The technical director as well. He is a large part of not just the head coach of this team, but in the future of what this club has. Said his favorite moment of the season, the 1-0 win against Portland Hearts of Pine. Said the best part about it was Portland had no shots on target. You can't lose if you have that. And it was a very similar answer from Brian Klaben. Just loves being with his guys, loves the day-to-day process. Getting to build relationships. Loves the area of California he's in. Especially those passionate AV Alta supporters who want to take the lead back here. Tomas turning, still with it. And he will win a free kick in quite the dangerous area. Brendan Tomas, the 16-year-old, making an impact. And AV Alta with a chance to retake the lead. Just got clipped down. The wall has been built by Sarasota. You would have to imagine it will be Destoon who takes it. Behena is there as well. Destoon! Into the crowd. And I've gotten the leg of a fan of the Paradise. Shake it off, it's all good. World-class beaches, vibrant arts and culture, pro-level play. Keep the energy going and discover what's happening around town at visitsarasota.com. Dan Stoon takes the captain band off. Looks as if this night might be done a little early. Just took the free hit. Possible injury after the fact. Here's the look. Oh, yeah. Grabs at his hamstring right away. Not what you want to see. Walking off on his own power. And a substitution will be coming on. And that is a big loss for AV Alta, just given the fact of how well Jerry Destoon has played so far. We'll bring on Colin Anderson. From Easton, Jamaica. Let's see what impact he can have in the attack. Big shoes to fill. Their scoring summary. Des Dune in the 33rd. And then Anderson Rosa in the 49th. Foul called against Jordan Bender. And immediately a foul on Colin Anderson. Right after coming into the game, they were trying to find him on the long ball. High into the sky. That didn't really go anywhere. Some sloppy play. It will end up on the foot of Pedersen. Sends this down to Jonathan Bolaños. Has Sander Road in overlap. Finding Matthew Sensi. Sensi trickling through. Leaves it back off. Sent away. Bolaños is there. Sarasota goes again. Rosa, Sensi. Oh, was looking for Bolaños, but that lane had already been closed off. Waters under some duress, has no other option other than to go back to Sutton. O'Dwyer. Sensi not able to get around. Lay with some great defense. They still battle. And Lay looked like he took a shot to the arm. And he's still shaking at it, but he had kind of stopped playing and picked it back up. Still grimacing. Play will keep going. Pedersen. Valentine gets away from the pressure of Amish. Bolaños drops it off for Rosa. Now O'Dwyer. Anderson Rosa. Bolaños curls this in. Falls to Pedersen. Reed Valentine. Low cross. Back to Pedersen. Almost gave it a go. O'Dwyer. Anderson Rosa. O'Dwyer. Rosa! Oh, he wanted it again. Can you blame him? Paradise have been on the front foot all second half. They continue to knock on the door. O'Dwyer trickles right to Sensi, who leaves it off for Bolaños on the near side. Bolaños to the back post. And it will be a goal kick. Substitutions now for Sarasota. Two veterans come on. Garrett McLaughlin still looking for that first goal of the season. Third all time in USL 1 goals scored. Hasn't found the score sheet yet. And then Matthew Bolduc in his second league game with the Paradise. Subbed on at about the same minute against Chattanooga. 3 minutes earlier today, subbed in the 70th minute against Chattanooga. But this is a guy that head coach Mikael Ibarra really trusts. He said his understanding about winger position for our style of play is the best one on the team, and that's saying a lot for a guy who hasn't been on the team for more than 3 weeks. He's on a 25-day contract, but that statement by head coach Mikael Ibarra is true, which he wouldn't lie, so it is true. seems like he might be hanging around Paradise for a lot more than 25 days. Nearly found the score sheet against Sporting Jacksonville. What does he have in store here? And if you stepped away for a little bit, Dastoon on a free kick immediately grabbed at his hamstring and has been replaced by Colin Anderson. So the main offensive attacking threat for AV Alta has gone away. The Henna has come in though. We'll see if he can create something. Alassane. Maybe Alta just not able to do anything with it. Nice slide right there by O'Dwyer. One back nicely. Rutherford there. Rutherford, a guy that has been tasked with defending Bolaños, and you see the passion right there from Brian Claben. His game has been challenged here in the second half. A late whistle, but a foul. Called against Padavanov. Free kick here for Sarasota. And there is Sonder Road. Has scored on one free kick so far this season. Four straight games with a goal contribution. Now would be as big of a time as any as we approach the 71st minute. And it will go out for a goal kick. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XMFC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XMFC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Declan Waters, the two captains on this Paradise team. Crowd wanted a foul. They won't get one. Ivanov. Alassane. Trying to get it back to Alassane, but pass was a little too strong. Garrett McLaughlin. Out for a throw. What an entertaining second half this has been. Chances galore for Sarasota. Maybe Alta set up with a very dangerous free kick opportunity just outside of the penalty area. As Pedersen gets set to wind up. Taken away. Nice positioning there from Shogar. Now here's Bender. A tug of the shirt. No call. Rutherford He's yelling at Colin Anderson to come. Rosa gave it another strike. As if the shoe of Tomas fell off. Maybe Alta thought it was a foul, so Anderson Rosa just let it rip. Rutherford. Lay. Anderson will give chase, trying to get around Waters. Here's Behenna. Touch a little strong, show guard there. Behenna stays with it. Does Alta have a change? Taken down, and they point to the spot. A massive decision. Declan Waters enraged. And Alta has a chance to retake the lead. Let's take another look. Oh. Looked as if Pedersen got the ball there. Might have to have another look to fully tell. But regardless, a huge decision. And now Alta has a chance to take the lead. You can see Declan Waters still bickering with the official. Crowd rises to their feet. To take the lead late in the second half. They do! Adam Almesh in the 76th minute has given Alta a 2-1 lead. Alta, they have been under pressure the entire second half, but it is them who are out in front. Alex Sutton guessed the right way, but Almesh got just enough height on it. Sarasota now under pressure to find an equalizer. 2-1 the score. After that, Sunder Road comes out, Ethan Bryant comes in, Bender crosses this in. McLaughlin pushed to the ground. And too far, it will roll for a throw. You can hear the displeasure from the Sarasota crowd. He wanted a penalty for that push on McLaughlin. Bryant taken down, a free kick awarded. Bryant and Anderson Rosa. Instead, it'll just be Ethan Bryant. Bryant. And at the 18, sent away. Anderson was able to get there. There's Bender. Does a good job to get around Lay. Plays it back off for Rosa. O'Dwyer. Declan Waters. Amadeus Shogard. Jordan Bender. Just looking for Bulldog. It falls to Valentine. And a foul, it looks to be against Bulldog. In a lot of pain is Almesh. It looks as if he is grabbing at the head, so they will have a trainer come out. Almesh, who just scored the penalty in the 76th minute. And now 3 substitutions getting set to come on for AV Alta. Weenum, Navarra, and Haglati. Still down on the pitch is Adam Almesh. Good to see him get up. And he just mouthed "Am I off?" We'll see if he is going to be replaced. And he will. Miguel Ibarra, last man waiting of the 3 substitutes coming on. And that will conclude the night for Almesh. 2-1 the score. 82nd minute. What a treat of a game this has been. Addison Resco with you here. 2-1 the score. Sarasota have an answer. They had an answer down 1-0. It was a beautiful strike in the 49th minute by Anderson Rosa. Playing it for Bender. Denzel Smith comes out of the box too. Send it down. And maybe Alta have a throw. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Substitution for the Paradise brought to you by Shoemaker Attorneys and Advisors. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. And it is Bolinski who will come on for the Paradise. Made his professional debut against Sporting Jacksonville. And head coach Mika Alvaro was super impressed with the work. He's part of the USL Academy. Paradise's leading goal scorer for the under-20 team. In fact, his parents flew in from New York the day before. They didn't know he was going to play. It's a moment that Nick Alabar said was really special. A chance for another special moment from AV Alta. Goes for naught. Foul called against AV Alta. See the sense of urgency now from Sarasota. It's Dunan Almish. And then Anderson Rosa in the 49. That's what has us here to our 2-1 scoreline. O'Dwyer under relentless pressure. Now it's Anderson Rosa who's looking for McLaughlin. Can't create the positioning he wanted. Cleared away by Panavanov. Waters intercepts. Now Rosa. Out for a Sarasota throw. The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Five minutes and change. Alassane. The header crosses this in. Oh, Alex Sutton slipped, was able to regather his footing to prevent a disaster. Intercepted by Lay. Trickles through, and it's saved by Sutton. That is a massive save. Lay was trying to chip it over. Lay with it again. Paradise are able to control now. Here's Ethan Bryant, sends this down. If this one is onside, it's a great chance for McLaughlin. But a nice defensive play right there from Panavanov. Brolinski, the youngster, chips this in. McLaughlin sets, fires, denied. Claims for a handball, they're not gonna get it. They still have possession. Water sends it in. McLaughlin. It falls to Brolinski. Brolinski gave it a go. Looked like that might have gone off the head of Pedavana. Back-to-back opportunities on both ends. Lay gets through, tries to chip it, but it's the left hand of Sutton. What a massive save, and then McLaughlin controls. Not a handball, despite the claims. We are in the 88th minute of action. 2-1 is your score. Can AV Alta hold on for their second win of the year? Another player for AV Alta down. Panavanov pleading with the official here. Not exactly sure what his cry is for. And it is because he has to come off the field. Trainer had to come out. He has not like it. We saw him take a rocket of a shot from Brolinski to the head. Probably the smart decision to have him come off and get looked at a little more. Anderson Rosa nearly gets intercepted. Anderson got a foot in there, but it falls back for O'Dwyer, who plays it back to Pedersen. Rolling past to Valentine. That is a great play right there from Alisson. Stops in his track and sends it down the field, but Rosa's there. Brolinski controls, has to weave around before he sets back up with Anderson Rosa. Rosa. Left off for Valentine. Paradise crowd the box. O'Dwyer back for Valentine. That's a strong touch. Has to try and save it. And is able to. A corner kick in the 90th minute. A game that has been filled with so much drama. Could we have an encore with a Saramana corner kick? Nathan Bryan, hands up. Swings it in, was looking for Declan Waters. And a foul is called against Sarasota. And now the big decision. 9 minutes of Shoemaker attorneys and advisors stoppage time. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. Well, we are going to get an encore. 9 minutes of it, in fact. 2-1. Don't go anywhere. Brolinski trying to chip it ahead. Maybe Avi Alta with the finisher. A foul? Is it a penalty or is it right outside the box? A yellow card for Waters. It is outside the box just by a hair. Nearly another penalty for Avi Alta. Yep. Right decision. A yellow card. It's a nice move right there from Santiago Hirata. Declan Waters, he has been jarring with the official ever since that initial penalty was called against Jorgen Pedersen. Bahena! Deflects off the wall. Had that gone over, it very well might be 3-1. See how close this was. Oh, just off the head of Sjogard. That was well on target. It's a throw for Avi Alta. Still 7 minutes minimum. We also just had that sequence, which took about a minute. We could very well get into 100+ minutes. Yellow card called against Ibarra. O'Dwyer just able to sneak that around Ibarra. Valentine. Bulldog dashing through. Bulldog deflected. Here's Rosa. Has the only goal for Sarasota so far. To Bryant, was looking for Rosa. But it goes out for a goal kick. Enter the Brinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kids Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on screen and enter today. Denzel Smith will boot this one down. Paradise continue to pressure. They continue to create chances. They've done it all season, but the chances just have not fallen enough. They really, really want one to fall now. Still 5 minutes to do it. And boy, with this crowd just going to a frenzy. The fans back in Lancaster, California anxiously wait as another Sarasota attack moves forward. O'Dwyer, it's out for a Saramana corner kick. Saramana, let us manage your technology. Ethan Bryant goes quickly. Towards the back post. And Denzel Smith falls to the ground. No problem there. And he'll give this one a ride. All the way down, Shogard. Now Sutton. Now Sutton gives it a ride. All the way down, McLaughlin trying to position himself. Renava was having none of it. Brolinski tries to curl this into the 18. Sent away. Alavora able to get it off to O'Dwyer quickly so he can get this throw right in. Rosa punched away. And now Alta with a good opportunity to break. Oh, Anderson looked as if he had Alassane to his left. Didn't see him. Ended up moving to the right and a clear foul. Frustration foul on Rosa. Take one last look at how we got here. Destoon off the poor pass from Shogard in the 33rd. Almash the penalty in the 76th. It was an Anderson Rosa screamer from outside the box. That is Sarasota's only goal so far. The header out for a corner. Alta will be in no rush here. This corner kick brought to you by Saramana. Let us manage your technology. Paradise are able to win that battle on the corner. They will take possession. That ball kicked well out of play. Paradise wanted a yellow card to be shown. It will not. Alex Sutton gets ready to send this down. No, he'll go short to Anderson Rosa. Rosa sends this one towards the 18. Almost found Ethan Bryant, but it is put it away only as far as Anderson Rosa. Brolinski. Rosa. Now Ethan Bryant has space and is saved by Smith. What a massive save that is. Keeps Alta in front in the dying embers. Ethan Bryant nearly equalized. And it brings up a Saramana corner kick. Saramana, let us manage your technology. Can Navy Alta manage to keep Sarasota out? Alex Sutton is in the box. Paradise pushing all forward now. And it will be kept in by Smith. Alex Sutton is gonna run all the way back. McLaughlin gave a little chip towards Smith there, it appeared. Smith will send this down. 30 seconds remain of the minimum 9. And a hard collision right there. Paradise with one last breath. Can they equalize and salvage a point at home? Taken down from behind in a free kick. You see Alex Sutton run into the box. This game has had everything. Does it have one last foul? Ethan Bryant. Valentine. Declan Waters. Brolinski. Bulldog. Shogard denied again by Smith. And the full-time whistle sounds. What an opportunity. But AV Alta with a 2-1 thriller in Sarasota. Take a breath. AV Alta will take all 3. And as soon as the final whistle sounded, you just you saw all the AV Alta players drop to the ground. What an exhausting game. Let's have a look at that save one final time. McLaughlin, Bulldog, Shogard! No, and AV Alta survives. 2-1, AV Alta wins. Highlights and reaction coming up. Don't go anywhere.
In Sarasota, high school sports are more than games. They're packed stands, overtime wins, and moments we'll never forget. This is high school sports, and it lives here. We've got the scores, the highlights, the stars, and the stories that matter to families and fans. Because these are our schools, our teams, our pride. Follow every play, every win, every unforgettable moment. Visit htpreps at heraldtribune.com.
The past 50 years have been fantastic for Saramana. What have we been doing? Well, we specialize in Ricoh printer copier scanners, managed IT services, software for cost recovery, fleet management, and hydration solutions. Saramana, let our family work hard for your business.
Here at ABC7, we help businesses on the Suncoast
connect with potential clients. We use cutting-edge broadcasts and digital tools
to help get your brand in front of the right customers.
We'll help you expand your share of the market by precisely targeting your audience.
We craft proven marketing strategies to separate you from competitors,
so that you can accurately predict your growth by consistently generating revenue.
Let us help you grow your business. Scan the QR code to schedule a time for more information today.
Welcome back. You can see the emotion from Brian Claben. What a match! All smiles for AV Alta as they win 2-1. Let's take a look back at this amazing game that just unfolded here in Paradise. Both of these teams came into this game really wanting to come away with 3 points. And it started with this pass from Shogard. Whoops! Can't give that away to Des Dune because he's going to do this. Blow it by your keeper. Des Dune makes it 1-0 for AV Alta. 42nd minute. Paradise, they're trying to get it back. Pedersen wiggling around, deflected. Sent back in, but Sensi sends it wide, and you can see by the expression falling to his knees. Well, how about this? Anderson Rosa, why not give a crack at it? Oh my goodness! Anderson Rosa! Are you serious? Look at how far away this is. Thinks about it, I'll go for it. And my word, what a strike. 1-1. 76th minute. Now this is the crucial point in the game. We'll have another look. It is close. It looks like Pedersen might have got all ball. You can tell by Waters' reaction. What? But it doesn't matter. He might have clipped him. The referee says he clipped him. And Almesh, he's going to make you pay from the spot. 2-1 AV Alta. Late in the game, in the 98th minute, Ethan Bryant trying to tie it. It's saved by Smith. But Smith's work was not done. McLaughlin, Bulldog, one more, Shogard punched away and then sent away for an AV Alta 2-1 win. Look at the shots for Sarasota. It continues to be the same thing. 15 shots, but they only get the 1 goal. 6 corners compared to 1. Paradise were able to have a lot more possession in the second half. It trimmed down by 7%. 57 for AV Alta, 43 for the Paradise, but it's a 2-1 win for AV Alta. What a match we just had. Fireworks all around, especially in that second half. AV Alta with a 2-1 win, a late penalty decision gives AV Alta all 3 on the road. Sarasota back to the drawing board. That's all from Sarasota. I'm Madison Resco saying so long. AV Alta 2, Paradise 1.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.